Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Gentlemen, good morning. We're still in morning. Afternoon. It's almost a little after 11. So, good afternoon. How are you today? Good. First question. Going back to Washington State and their divestiture of their liquor system, what is their current excise tax? Do you know?
I don't know.
All right. And you don't know how that compares to Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania is 7.21 excise tax?
I'm not aware of
liquor.
Excise tax. No, we don't. We have Johnstown flood tax, 18%, and 6% sales tax.
Okay. When Washington divested their liquor system, was there any fee increases or tax increases built into that? Because obviously that will end up increasing prices. Are you aware of any?
I referenced the report that I viewed at a national conference. I'd have to refer back to that. But Mike, you commented on the taxes, so you said there were tax increases.
I believe there was a tax increase to cover losses that they anticipated, and I believe that their tax now is in the 27% range.
Okay. We can verify that with you later. The aspect of the lottery, if lottery is sold in liquor stores, will the profits from that be returning to the lottery fund, or that go to your bottom line?
I think we get the 5% commission.
So the $3 million based on your commission,
yeah, right.
So revenues would go into the lottery.
Same commission any retailer gets on.
Okay, just want to verify that. You stated you want the ability to negotiate lower prices to buy. Are you going to then lower prices and pass out on consumers, or are prices going to stay the same?
Want to give the Virginia example?
I think on the pricing, that would be a mix. One of the things that we work with most suppliers, in fact, all suppliers that we deal with, they have the retail price they want to compete at. So they say, you know, my bourbon, they want to have it priced at a certain price to meet the competition that they're at. We work with them on that. We don't arbitrarily lower or raise their prices. We believe there would be an opportunity, certainly on things like Chairman's Selection, which are one-time buys for us, wine products, that we could lower prices if we eliminated that proportionality language, where it has to be this fixed percentage, that the upcharge against the purchase price. So we think there would be an opportunity to lower prices, but it would really depend on things like one-time buys versus the typical turn product.
Because if you negotiate lower prices and you pass that on to consumers, you're not actually probably increasing your profitability by greater sales because you have a lower price. Because coming from York, there's great competition with the private sector in other states. Same thing in New Jersey, Delaware,
right,
and so forth. Okay. The online portal. How much money have you spent on the online portal to date?
The online portal was implemented as part of our Oracle system. I'm assuming you're talking about finewinegoodsspirits.com, sir. Yeah. Where the only thing we sell out of the finewinegoodsspirits.com website store is hard-to-find products where the manufacturer has a very limited production. We can't take it in and put it in all the stores. You'll typically find higher-end products in there, particularly the bourbons, single malt whiskeys, those kind of things. It was implemented as part of the ERP system in 2009. I wasn't here, sir. I don't know the number. It was part of that overall implementation done back then. I don't have a figure.
If at some point you could maybe go back and see cost for implementation, and I guess you wouldn't have a return on investment since we don't know the original cost to see how much.
That's correct.
Return on investment. Is that? Is there any method to improve the inventory on the system? For instance, if I were to want Conjanti and order it online right now, the available special order would be 526 bottles. I'd have to call or show up to the state store to order that, and it would take me up to 30 days. Available in store is 174, so I'd have to drive to get it. Available online is 6 bottles. So are you looking at increasing the inventory to provide more access and consumption through that process?
Yeah, we're the SLO process. We're now up over 50,000 products, SKUs in the system in SLO. This past year, we added 10,000 new items to the system. We're trying to maximize that channel for consumers to improve it.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.